We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Another run for Gibbs here.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant.
Come on, on first and 10, here's Gibbs. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go. Here we go. First down.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Mustang 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And down right around the 37. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Packers at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
18 Rattler.
Back to throw again.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their stuff. You go to them early and often.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 14. Caught on the right side, Reed. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. They'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Detroit.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, right? Here we drill for 50. Cut.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. At the 37.
Ready?
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready, set.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Right, black 40. Blue striker. Set, cut.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Comeback route, and he finds St. Brown.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
33. Put.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Counter play with Jacobs. Broken tackle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed from 10 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Second down and 4.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Hey. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. '70 Timberwolves.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Get it. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. It is caught at the 7-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after is good. And it's now 21-7.
21-7.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yep.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10. At the 37-yard
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll tuck this and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Come on.
21-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point forthcoming. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Come on, blue striker. Black, 95, ready.
He'll look to throw. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Ready. 10 black, field.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Delgado. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Down. Yellow.
They'll drop the throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Look here, yellow. Red, yellow. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point up and through. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they have...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 14.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Still going. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs 48 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Lions 21.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 1. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Packers 60, 79 Broncos.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Pushes him aside at the 45. Yeah, they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the thrower. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change
Let's go
now.
now. Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
Looking to throw. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball, stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers were so committed to denying a big throw, they pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's Sam LaPorta. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Here we go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a yard. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 113 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, so this is a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 63 yards. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 45, Lions 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Red, yellow, red.
2nd and 6. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here. Keeps him, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
70 Timberwolves.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Let's go. 6, go.
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
Here's 3rd and 10.
Warriors 70. Ready? Hop.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Let's go.
Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lift at the end of that one.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Come on, set.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. Here is third down and 4. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Get him. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Packers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think